Hi everyone. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I've just had a lot going on. Today I want to talk about dysautonomia because October 1st is the start of Dysautonomia Awareness Month. Over 25 million people have some form of dysautonomia in the entire world. There are probably millions more that have been misdiagnosed or are still undiagnosed. Dysautonomia is the malfunction of the autonomic nervous system, and the autonomic nervous system controls what should be considered automatic in your body. That's breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, digestive tract, your sweating, your body temperature, tolerance to hot and cold, kidneys, things like that. There are different symptoms for dysautonomia. No two people are really the same. A very common dysautonomia diagnosis is POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. What happens when you have POTS, when you change your posture from laying to sitting, sitting to standing, your heart rate will increase and your blood pressure will decrease. A low blood pressure can make you faint. There are a few ways that this can be treated. Some doctors try a beta blocker to decrease the heart rate. Unfortunately, a beta blocker can also decrease your blood pressure, so if it's already low, it's just going to get worse. There are medications to help with the blood pressure, and one of the most common things you will hear from a doctor who's talking to a POTS patient is to increase their fluid intake and their salt intake. The fluid intake should help lower the heart rate, and the salt intake will increase the blood pressure because salt helps you retain fluid. They try and get you to, there's like sodium tablets that they have. They want you to drink drinks, like sports drinks high in sodium, just getting as much in as you can. And for some people, that's enough. For other people, even if they have a working digestive system, they're able to intake as much as possible, it's still not enough. And for those who are like me who cannot intake anything orally, so there's no way to increase my salt intake or fluid intake, IV fluids are used because the fluids contain sodium. So it's the best of both worlds. Some people do it at an infusion center. They'll go once or twice a week. Other people, like myself, will do it at home. I have my port, and it's accessed once a week, and I do all my saline infusions myself, set them up, and typically if they're done really fast, like 2-3 hours, it's not going to help because you're going to end up peeing most of that out. So most people wait and do it over a 4-hour period or longer, just depending on how their body reacts to fluids. Other dysautonomia issues include sweating. Some people cannot sweat, so it's hard for their body to control temperature. Other people sweat excessively to the point that it shows through their clothes. They have to have extra clothes with them at all times, extra deodorant, baby wipes. They have clothes by them on the bed, so if they wake up in the middle of the night drenched in sweat, they can change their clothes. The sheets have to be changed often. When I say excessive sweating, I'm not talking about like you're outside on a bright sunny day sitting in the sun and you start sweating. I mean, it feels like you've been in the gym or in a sauna for like 8 hours and you're sweating that much. Unfortunately, I do have excessive sweating from my dysautonomia, and it can be very embarrassing because people don't know that you have an underlying condition that's causing this and you can't control it. walking back and forth to a lot, I get overheated, and I start to sweat. Heat and cold tolerance is another issue. For me, I have severe heat tolerance, so being outside in the heat or being in a home or building that is overheated, 72 degrees is like my barrier line or whatever. I will start to sweat, I will get sick to my stomach, and I will, if not caught in time, eventually pass out. The body just does not know what to do when it's overloaded with that heat, and vice versa with the cold. For some people, they can't tolerate the cold and makes their body go out of whack. Digestive issues are also a problem with dysautonomia. Some people have, gastroparesis, stomach paralysis. Other people have issues with their colon, issues with their small intestines. You'll see a lot of people with dysautonomia who have had their gallbladder removed because of issues with that. It's really sad to know that so many people suffer from dysautonomia, and many doctors don't know about it. They don't make a connection between the fact that the patient has a high heart rate, a low blood pressure, their stomach, they have, stomach issues, and, they can't go to the pool because it's too hot, things like that. They don't connect them. They take the heart rate and the blood pressure, and that's one thing. Somebody else has to take care of another, and it really requires a lot more education upon doctors for us to get treated properly. Digestive problems, sometimes there's a medication that can be used, anti-nausea medications, medications to help, stop spasms in your stomach, things like that. For excessive sweating, there's really nothing that can be done except to try and keep me cool. No sweating, there's really not much that can be done with that. The problem with no sweating is then your body cannot regulate its temperature. The way your body cools down on a hot day is by sweating. People with heat intolerance, they have cooling vests now, where it's pretty much a vest that you can fill with like ice packs, and you can wear that around, and that can help keep your body temperature down. At the same time, though, wearing a vest may not be ideal for the person who needs to wear it, depending on their situation. Breathing, I haven't experienced much issues breathing with dysautonomia, and I don't really know many people who have, but I would assume that, you would see your primary doctor and just try and get something to help you. But the symptoms of dysautonomia, or anything that comes with dysautonomia, it really can be life-changing. Just the fact that I can't tolerate heat anymore when my family goes picnicking for like the 4th of July or Memorial Day or whatever, I cannot go because I cannot go sit out in the sun. When there's a big party or a big gathering, I have to stay kind of away from people in a cooler area, or I have to have an ice pack with me. I was in a friend's wedding in August. I was a bridesmaid, and I made sure that I was going to be able to do anything and everything I could to be there the entire wedding, to stand up the wedding. They were great, both her mother and her mother-in-law. They were amazing when on me. We tried to make the church as cool as possible. And when we did our outside pictures, I was mostly in the shade. And then at the reception, I had ice packs with my mom, and I would sit down for about 5 to 10 minutes between dancing and make sure to be cooled down with these ice packs. Of course, I came home and I couldn't do anything for the next 2 days, but it was worth it. Heart rate and blood pressure are probably second to the overheating for me, the heat intolerance. My heart rate tends to sit at about 120, and with fluids, if I maintain my fluids properly, I can get it down to about 100 to 105. My blood pressure lately has been out of whack, and I don't know if it's because I've been sicker or just having a lot to deal with at once, but it's usually low, which it usually makes me dizzy. I want to get more into how dysautonomia changes people's lives, one by one, and I think I will do that throughout the month. I do want to go further in depth on the different types of dysautonomia, heart rate related, blood pressure related issues, because there's POTS, there's NCS, there's a few others, and so I think I'll get into that tomorrow or Saturday, hopefully. For the month of October, Vials of Love is doing a special. It's not only Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also Dysautonomia Awareness, Infant Loss Awareness, Lupus Awareness, Domestic Violence Awareness, and Down Syndrome Awareness Month. We're offering a buy one, get one for 25% off on all purchases that choose one of those causes to donate to. Tori has done some really good vial caps designs, little like butterflies, flowers, things like that. She does her signature happy pills, which are just little capsules of glitter to make your day. I've got the usual vials that I've had, but I've been working on some new vials. I have some paint-filled vials, which can be made into a necklace, or what I have found recently, I can do kind of like a cork top, but it's rubber, and I can make this into a necklace or whatever you want, or you can just keep it like this. This is an example of one that I did, kind of like a beach theme, sand with the blue. I did blue sand, and there's pearls and diamonds in here. I now have, for the time being, 3 different sizes. If I can find them. Here it is. 3 different sizes of vials. There's the large, the small, and then this one is a tiny one. I can also do a painted ribbon on the outside filled with whatever you want. And I have glitter filled ones now. Now this type of glitter fill, if I'm not putting the cap on it, it's glued in, so no glitter will fall out. So this would be perfect for a necklace. This right here, this type of glitter, it will come out if I take the rubber top off. So I could make it into a necklace as long as I can secure the rubber top on it. And also we can do rhinestone awareness ribbons on the outside. And these paint ones are really cool. You can use different types of paint. I can do tons of different colors. I can use glitter paint, metallic paint, pearl paint, satin paint. You know, the different colors and textures give it a different look. So like this one is a pearlized paint and a glitter paint. And I think the green might be pearlized too. This one, the pink is pearlized, and the other colors are a regular satin, except for this little gold that's down here. And then just another example, the colors can be done a certain way. I can do one color transitioning into another. This is like a magenta to gold, or I can kind of do a sort of mixture of the colors, but it's still pretty, one color is dominant more than the other, and I can do a whole mixture of all colors. So check out the site. Vials of Love on Etsy has not been updated yet. Vials of Love on Facebook is, and Vials of Love, you can follow us on Instagram. If you have one, tag us, and, you know, help us raise awareness and money for one of those causes. I will, like I said, do another video, hopefully go more in depth about the different subtypes of dysautonomia in regards to heart rate and blood pressure, and more on living with dysautonomia, like a day of dysautonomia. Hope everyone enjoys. Thank you.